Good afternoon. My name is Tammy, and I'd like to welcome you all to Sewfly's Unique Boutique. Greetings from Maine. This is my FlossTube channel about cross-stitch, quilting, and whatever other things I can get my hands on too. Today is Wednesday, October 16th, and I know it's a day early, but I have a lot of things that I need to do tomorrow. So I don't want to be rushing around, get back in time. So every once in a while there may be a little glitch. So this will be going up tomorrow morning. And I hope you like what you see. I have been cross-stitching on and off for many, many years. My aunt taught me, and she also taught me how to crochet. She taught me how to do plastic canvas. Cross-stitching, the only thing I did not learn how to do from her was knit, and I have no idea how to do it, and I have no interest. Crochet is a little bit easier. Not much, but a little bit. We are drinking caramel nut, dandelion caramel nut casino tea today. Um, so let's get on with it, shall we? Okay. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to say. I have had a small bump in subscribers, and I would like to say welcome to all my new subscribers. I hope you like what you see, and hit like, subscribe, do all the things. And at the end of the month, I will be doing a gift. Now, if you're new here, a gift is basically a giveaway, but I call them gifts because they're from me to you. And I gave a gift away in September, and it was a project bag. So I think I'm going to do that again with a Halloween one, a Halloween project bag. So all you have to do is be a subscriber, be, 18, whatever. And to my regular subscribers, you guys are awesome. I love you all. You know that. So I did not get as much stuff done as I was hoping, because Saturday I didn't stitch at all, and I barely stitched on Sunday, so I was just tired and cold. I've been cold since Saturday because I spent the day outside with the wind blowing everything away, and I deal with fabric. Okay, so you can imagine. But anyway, so I did not have any FFOs, did not have any finishes, but I did do a few things. So I worked on my mini beach life, and I got over 100 stitches in there. I'm going to continue to work on this because it's a birthday present for somebody next month. So I want to make sure I have it done, and she loves the beach, so I'm going to put this in a small hoop, and when it's complete, it's a mini full coverage, as you can see. I have filled in a lot of it. There's a few stitches here and there that I need to go back and get, but other than that, I mean, it's very cute, it's very sweet, and I think there's a little bit more to do here, and then we're at the bottom. So that's that one. Okay, mini beach life. And that's done on an 18 count parchment. I do not remember who made it, who designed it. I did get it on Etsy though. And then I ordered a bunch of floss for some uh, ornaments from the 2024 Christmas edition, just Cross Stitch magazine, and this was one of them. This is just a copy. I usually make copies so I can um, mark on. I finally broke down. I got a tablet, and installed Pattern Keeper, and all that. And I'm just figuring out how to work it and get to use it. But this is Be Merry, and this is designed by Dara Whitlock of World on a String by Dara. That cute. And I'm using all the called for colors, which I believe it is. Yes. And I'm stitching this on an 18 count Forbidden Fiber Company Fabric of the Month called Santa's Helper. And I'm giving myself 300 stitches, and I do believe I got 300 exactly. And here it is. Just doing the frame. Thank you. I think the next time I work on it, which will probably be soon, I'm just gonna start filling in there. So there's that. Okay. And then I was working on I was trying to do some of my challenges. I'm gonna pick one challenge next month and just do that one. I don't know which one it's gonna be, but I think I might change every other month. Do the acrostic one month and do Laura's the other month. Because doing two in a month, I just can't do it. It's too much. Plus all the other things I want to stitch. I guess I'm lucky I'm able to do one. Okay. And then the next thing I worked on, this is for the other pea and pumpkin. It's called Puppy and Stuffing. This is the December 1st pick from my advent of last year. And then here it is. Cute. I've got to frog all this out. If I run out of floss, it's not a big deal. I'll just replace it with whatever I have in DMC. As you can see right here on the puppy face, there's a little bit of a different color. That's okay, because I'm not using the frame for this. I'm just going to put it in my junk journal as a Christmas ornament. I mean, I like it and all, but it's way too much backstitch. I'm not thrilled with it. So, but yeah. So I did work on that. And I'm just using whatever they sent in for floss and fabric. The other thing I worked on, was my Hope Snow Globe, which is another kit. And this one is, I love it, I love it, I love it. And I worked on it yesterday, and I want to get 300 stitches in this, I think, or 200, I think. But here it is. Not cute. This was my December 14th pick for my advent. This year for December, I am doing ornaments. Kind of like Laura does this month with her pumpkin birthday sale. I'm doing a Deck the Halls ornament sale. And that's how far I got. Look at the blues. They're gorgeous. This right here, I have a lot of experience with this because it reminds me of plastic canvas. Doing the Mill Hill kits is a little bit more difficult for me because the material's a lot thinner and you have beads. And as much as I do like beading, there's no beads here. I did find that out with my owl, my Jim Shore owl, which I need to work on as well. So there's that. And then, whoop, get up there, it's gonna fall. Please. Oh, fall on here. Then I was supposed to get 1,000 stitches, 1,000 stitches on my geometric moose, which I did. And then I was supposed to get 1,000 stitches on my geometric bear. I've been up since like 2:30. I've had a half an hour cat nap. I'm not working on that. But I did do my moose. And I live in Maine, so basically the moose state animal. State tree is pine, state bird is a chickadee. I mean, they got all the bases covered. So, oh, okay. So his front half is complete. So I worked over in this area here. So his butt is right here. And then I'm going to go across here, do the legs, and I'll be done. I'll be done with this. This is done on, I think it's done on a 16 or 18 count fog. Not entirely sure. But there he is. There's my little moose. And I love these geometric animals. The bear I'm having a hard time with. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with the bear, but I love the little animals. Geometric. Okay, then the next one. This is turned into my 1 hour, my 100 stitch a day project. I did over 100 stitches yesterday, so maybe I did. I don't remember. So I still have to do 100 stitches today. I finished this whole part. I finished up here with the hearts, and I also did this for my pumpkin acrostic for the M. So now I just have to do this and put meow under here. This is called Meow Cat. And I'm doing this on a 16 count pink. And this is for my mother-in-law. She was avid cat lover when she lived at home. Now she's living in a rehab and has been since my husband and I got married. So yeah. So the chances of her going home are 0 because hold on please. Sorry about that. Just don't want to cause any confusion about something in my group tomorrow. Okay, where was I? Pictures. Looking for the photos. All right. Now, I've used this pumpkin for the Craftsman Book acrostic and I Spy from Laura of Stitching by the Shore. Now, I used it 3 times. I used it for the pea and pumpkin. I used it to stitch on a pumpkin, which is 200 stitches. And I used it also because she wanted I Spy something that has a bumpy texture. This looks embossed. So in the past couple of weeks, this went from nothing for over a year, or almost a year, to um 600 stitches in 2 weeks. So I'm thinking that this might be my next 100 stitches a day. I don't know. We will see. Because normally I let the wheel spin, and I didn't this time only because I had the meow cat out and wanted to keep it that way. So this is how far I've gotten. This whole side right here is done. This still needs some work. And then I've ordered a DMC green variegated for the stem and the leaf, or for the leaves. So there it is. Isn't that beautiful? This color is Lobster Claw by Classic Colorworks. It looks like that's what it looks like. I love this color. This is Halloween to me. I don't know why, but that's how I look at it. So that was fun. So this is done for a little bit. And that's done on a 16 count Icelandic beige. Did the Be Merry on the 18 count Santa's Helper, and then I did a restart. Now I don't normally like restarting things, but in this case I wasn't gonna fight it. So the thing I spun for last week for my 100 stitches a day piece was Lola Crow's Gothic Authors. I didn't even have 500 stitches done on this. So I made a wheel for just 100 stitches a day, things close to being done. And I changed the fabric to an 18 count Heather Peach from Fabric of the Month from Forbidden Fiber Company. And there's my restart. I think I'm just going to pull this out I'm going to see if I can get it next month or maybe again this month. I don't know. We'll see what the wheels have to say. So this is this is the bag I made where I made a mistake with the zipper. So Gothic Authors book bag, very, very appropriate. Okay, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 projects. Not a lot, like 100 stitches here, 100 stitches there, but It's 8 projects. So, and then I forgot that I ordered some fancy floss, and I got it. If you've ever gone on to Stitches and Sass, or Stitching for Sass, Dying for Sass, that's what it is, Dying for Sass. If you've never been on there, I highly recommend. She does some beautiful things. Okay, this is called Mr. Green Jeans, and this is 10 yards. And it's a somewhat variegated green. I could always use this for the pumpkin, but I don't know. And then I don't know what this is called. It's just COTC. It's a very deep, it's kind of washed out here, but it's a very deep orange and yellow, or deep orange to yellow, or deep yellow to light yellow. I don't know. But I have a feeling I know what I'm going to use this for too. And then, I'm not a pink person, so keep that in mind when you see this. This is Lovey Dovey, and it's much darker. But I like it. And then I ended up getting 25 yards of ink under. And this is a purple with black. Deep purple, deep black. And then this is my favorite one, and I have no idea what I'm going to use this for, but think of something. This is Winter Sky. It's more of a teal blue, purple, and gray. That's a little bit better, but not much. So I got those. And I had put nothing. Ouch. Dying for Sass. And you can find her on Etsy. Maybe one of these days I'll get a 10-yard skein and use that as a gift. Alright, so I did use my wheel a little bit already today to spin for some things. Now, I haven't worked on the 3 tiers, so I haven't gotten any closer to earning my new, my full coverage new start. But I'm going to be working on it next week. Or, like tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because I really want to get that one done before Christmas. This is what it's going to look like when it's done, or kind of look like when it's done. This is the poster of the My Chemical Romance poster in my daughter's room. This part right here is what I'm stitching. There's words up here, but I'm not doing those, and those were not put on it. But I've gotten the whole top row complete. I'm working on the bottom row, the second row, and then just going. So we'll see. So there's that one. That one I'm keeping. Also keeping this one. I have to work on it. This is supposed to be a finish for this month. This is the Quirky Quicker gingerbread, and this is as far as I've got. So. And the mini beach life, I'm going to continue to work on because, like I said, that's a gift. The Meow Cat is my 100 stitches a day. Now, the things that I spun for, I did holidays and more, and I'm probably not supposed to share this, but I'm going to anyway. This is, where'd it go? This is from Primrose Cottages by Lindsay Waite, and it's called Thankful. So, It's 75 by 32, and you can do it on a 25 count vintage country mocha, 2 threads over 2. Well, I don't like 25 count. I don't like 32 count. I don't like 28 count. So, I don't know. But if you do it on an 18 count, it's 4 by 1 3/8. If you do it on a 14 count, it's 5 by 2 1/4. So I might just do that. That's a new start. I'm pretty sure I have a lot of the colors. If not, he'll get started eventually. Yeah. Okay, and then my weekend warrior whip is my tribal butterfly, which is done in one color, and I also need to do 200 stitches on this for a purple stitch for I Spy. So I think where the gingerbread will hopefully be a finish. Mini Beach Life will finish putting 500 stitches in. The Primrose Cottage, Thankful. I think we're going to go with 200 stitches. So this is also for this is my weekend warrior whip. So we're going to go for 600 stitches. So it's 300 Saturday, 300 Sunday. All right, and then the next one I pulled was horror movies. This is by Sherry Nidifer. Nidifer. Right back here. That's what it looks like. I also have one that's Hocus Pocus. This is done. This is being done on a 16 Frankenstein, which I think is kind of appropriate. I have to frog this part out because that's the Hannibal Lecter mask. And trying to think what's up here. Next to the balloon is a Black Widow spider. And then between the cat and the Jason mask is candy corn. There's a 13. Oh, got that already. It says red rum here. There's an outline of ghost. More candy corn. We got Freddy's hand. We got the upside down cross. Need to put an axe and a bat and a pumpkin. The scream guy. Chainsaw. Scarecrow Sam. An eye. A knife. Michael Myers. Skull and crossbones. And the guy from Saw. And I wonder about my daughter. My daughter is actually taking a horror literature class. Okay. So we're going to say 300 stitches on that. Yeah, 300 sounds good to me. And then the other thing I have two more, well actually three wheels that I need to spin still. So, here. Yeah, okay. And then I got Alice in Wonderland. Yay! By Sam of Little Lizzie. Oops. Freezing and I'm cold and I'm hot. Freezing. So this one I need to put 400 stitches in. And the last time I showed it, I was working on the top left section. Here it is. I think this is the halfway mark here. So there's another 400. Yep, 400 stitches. Okay. And then, number 9 is going to be We're All Mad Here. Now, since I haven't brought this one out, and this is the first time I brought it out, here it is. Okay. Here it is. And then, so here's where I left it. I think this right here is the beginning of the W. And then there's this little thing here. There's another one above it. There's another one off to the side. There's a leaf and then the hat. But I think we're just going to go on this section and work our way down. So I'm going to try to work on the cup. The rest of the hashtags and leaves that are right down this way. There's a honey thing and a playing card. And some more hashtags and whatnot. So I think that's what we're going to be working on. And since this is the first time I brought this one up, and I'm using a silky blendable. We're going to go with 500. And then I also, and this is going to be my focus piece for next month. This is the Edgar Allan Poe. It's from Tiny Modernist. And since next month is Nevermore November, this will be my focus. And since there's going to be a new start, we're going to put 500 stitches. Okay, now I am going, I've put up 12 projects and we'll see how many I get done. So we are gonna go. That was from the Nevermore tree was from Holidays and More. So we're gonna go with what to start. And hopefully I don't get a full coverage, because if I get a full coverage, I'm gonna spin it again. Polar bear kit. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so that's a new start. That'll be fun. Because I think the one I'm going to do is the stamp. They're both stamped, but. And then we're going to go with. What's of the week? Autumn Owl. I think I know which one that is. That would be another new start. I've got to fix these wheels, but that's okay. We'll go with it. All right. And I think that is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine, or a Just Cross Stitch magazine. If I don't get them started this week, they'll be there next week. I'm not going to worry about it though. Just going to put new starts. And which ones I started, whichever ones I don't, they're going to get added on. So the other thing I actually saw this on Siski. She does a different word every week. And every time she completes the goal, say the word is fresh. So she has it's kind of like your own acrostic. But what she does is so she has so many stitches for the F, so many stitches for the R, so many stitches for the E, so many stitches for the S, and so many stitches for the, I think it's like 100 stitches. And if she completes the whole word in the week, then she earns a puzzle piece for each project that she finishes. So fresh is F, like 5. So if she finished the whole word F, or the whole word fresh, that would give her 5 puzzle pieces. When she finishes the puzzle, she's going to give away a pattern of your choice from 2 full coverage pattern companies. I think it's Pain Free Crafts. Yeah, I think so. But anyway. So, and then Andy, the crow stitcher, made a wheel of a bunch of words, and she does the same thing, but it takes her the whole month, and she's not giving anything away. And she picked out some gruesome words. That's okay. It's perfectly fine. I did not. Well, I didn't. So I did pick out some words for October, and then a lot of words that we use in November, like grateful and thankful and blah blah blah. And then some for Christmas, like candy canes and or pilgrim for Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving for Thanksgiving, turkey, family, cornucopia, pumpkin. And then we have tree, ornaments, star, angel, stocking, gift, snowman, snowflakes, for whatever. So I'm going to, and if you want to play along, that's awesome. I'm going to spin this again because it's more of a Christmas word. We're looking for kind of like a gruesome Halloween word. Oh, please. Ritualistic. There we go. That's a long one. So, R T U A S. Okay, but with my rules on this game, it does not have to be full coverage. It can be if you have one. It doesn't have to be. It's only 100 stitches. That's all you're gonna do is 100 stitches. Okay, and you can use the same project twice or however many times you want to. Like in ritualistic, it's got 3 eyes. Okay, so pumpkin has an eye. So I'm using the iced coffee queen for the eye and pumpkins. Now I can use the iced coffee queen for the 3 eyes. So that's 500 stitches on that one little thing. And it shouldn't take too long. That's the way I look at it. It doesn't have to be in the title. It can be something in the project itself. Like, say you're doing Christmas ornament that has a tree on it. And we have 2 T's. There you go. 100 stitches twice. So there's 200 stitches in that one project. Or if you have a sampler, same idea. Say you have a sampler that has letters. So the L in ritualistic would be perfect. For the R, you could do like reindeer, or you could do rose, or just think out the box, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So if that's what you want to do, perfectly fine. I'm only going to do this once a month. And like I said, it's only 100 stitches. So if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Not a problem. If you are going to do it, just, this is just a test. So I need, testers. And, okay, say we do October, November, and December. So October's word would be ritualistic. I probably should have started this at the beginning of the month, but, like I said, it's only 100 stitches. The rest of them are asking for 2. I'm only asking for 100, so. And then I'm gonna think of something first. But anyway, so like I've got the autumn owl on here. I think the one I'm thinking of is pigeon coop. And I also have an A in ritualistic. And I think I got it for like 500 stitches. 100 of those is going to be for the A, you know? Let's see. The tribal butterfly, same thing. Thankful. Um, the iced coffee queen is 500. Um, another 100 stitches on my unicorn. Christmas pig. Just do the 300 stitches and 100 stitches. See what I mean? So if you already have a whip that has, say, cats or a creepy thing or a cryptid or something of that fact, I'm just saying this is how you can work it. That's how you can work it. Yeah, you don't have to have brand new, new. You don't need a new start to do it. Let's just put it that way. That's the one thing I was having a hard time with these challenges is I thought I needed a new start for everything, but I do not. Okay, so we all remember this. Let's stitch track. I'm going to use this, but I'm going to use it in a little bit of a different way now. So I'm only going to write down my focus pieces. So I'm going to make this out for November. So, Nevermore. Nevermore November. Nevermore. So, what I want to do is I want to do things that are Edgar Allan Poe, even though I never really liked Poe. But anyway, I want to go with things that are more, like gothic, because he was a weird guy. So my focus is the poetry. So however many days I work on it, I'm just going to write down the number of stitches in the little, or maybe I'll just highlight. And then there's a few other things that I want to do. I have a plain, it's a very small raven that's in like a box and it says Nevermore. So we're going to go raven. It's not a focus, but it would be a new start. And then you've probably seen this in the Halloween. It's Quaternon Creations, and it's never. And I'm just gonna write Nevermore Raven or Nevermore Raven with moon. Okay, and that's also a new start. And I have one more, and it is Poe Portrait. ReStart. And that's all one color. Now, there's 4 things here, and that's it. So the next time I spin the wheel, if I get anything creepy, it's gonna go. Or, oh, Gothic authors, because that has Poe in it. And that's 1,000 stitches. Now the poetry, what did we say? 500. And the raven was going to be 4. And then with the moon, it's going to be 2. And then the portrait is another 5. Because the portrait and the raven are both in black. So that's going to be easy. Yeah. The poetry has 3 colors. The Nevermore has 3 colors. And the Gothic author says 1,000. And I've already got some of those done, but I don't know how many. So these are going to be the 5 basically weekly things. I'm going to try to work on them at least once a week for the 4 weeks or 5 weeks of November. So yeah, so that's that. And then um find out a big difference so I can cut a piece of fabric that'll work. The other thing that I want to work on, and I'm going to start it because it's part of the I Spy, is Owl Hollow by the Stitcherhood. That's going to have 400. So 200 of that's going to be already, well, 400 of that's going to be already done because I'm going to do 200 for um the I Spy challenge. So I need to revamp the wheels. I really do. I just did it real quick. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide them up into, or maybe I just do it with, you know, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. But, we got to have one for geometric, one for full coverage, one for magic stitches, one for, thought about doing April showers, but I'm not quite sure what that. It's kind of hard to find things that rain, but I gotta think on that one. And then Madness for May. Junk Journal for June. Jingle Jangle July, which is basically my version of Christmas in July. Animal August, which might as well just be the geometric again, because that's all I'm gonna do. And then Spooky Sampler September, Oddity October, Nevermore November, and if the the Deck the Halls birthday ornament birthday sale works out and do it again. And even if it doesn't, I'll do it again. Not a big deal. Because I want to get some Christmas ornaments done. So, other than that, that's all I got. So, I'm just trying to think, and I will be adding to this for things that are kind of or book related, um, poem related. I do know he's got the Telltale Heart, and a few other short stories. But The Raven was the one he was most notably famous for. Plus, we're going to do a different word, you know? So yeah. But this is going to be for November, Nevermore November, and then we'll do another one for December. And then once I get the wheels all set at the beginning of January, we'll have the wheels and this will match. So those are tentative plans. So other than that, but yeah, basically the poetry will be my focus piece for November, which means I work on it every day. And until and I'm still going to do my 100 stitches a day. We'll pick one for that. We'll use that wheel. And we will, the projects are just going to be moved around. And what I'm going to try to do is what I did with the words was I made lists. And that's what I'm going to try to do with these. So, if, I do have a geometric raven or geometric row. Trying to think, do I want to do another new start? No, we'll leave that one for January. Yeah, we'll leave that one for January. So, let's see how far I get this week with my goals, and we'll take it from there. And hopefully, depending upon what next week holds, I'll either, well, if Thursdays are going to be too busy, and I'm going to see about that, which they're looking to be, because that's one of the days I get out of my house. So, yeah, just one. So what I will do is maybe considering starting to do this on Wednesdays and have it up on Thursday again, like I did when I first started, or what? I am gonna have to think about it because we're getting a new year in, and like I said, Thursdays are usually a very busy day for me, because that's one of the days I do leave my house or have to leave my house. So I don't know. We'll see. So, a little bit of life. I did go to a craft fair on Saturday, and I don't know where all that wind came from, but wherever it came from, it needed to go back because I'm chasing bowl cozies and mug rugs and table runners and bed mats. Oh my God. But I did meet some really nice people. There was a lady across from me that does hot chocolate bombs. And she also does coffee creamer bombs. And needless to say, I can't partake in any of it. So, no, that's not something I can partake in, unfortunately. But that's okay. And then there was another lady who she did like rice bags that you put in the microwave and heat up, and then you put on a sore spot, and they kind of relax your muscles. There's another lady that did a lot of glass. She lost a lot of glass. I felt so bad. Um, lady who made banana breads, different types. Lady who did pies, cakes, and things like that. The lady who was running it, her name is Donna. Very nice lady. She does jams and jellies and dog treats and all this kind of stuff. And then a couple ladies who crocheted origami, the little stuffed animals that you can make crocheted. One lady ended up leaving early because she couldn't take it anymore. She was done. She was packing it in. There could have, usually going to this one, I have very good luck. There could have been more people if it hadn't been so darn windy. And I guess they had one on Route 9 somewhere, and there were tents going down. Oops. The outside was Town Hall. They had one in Wells, but the one in Wells lost power, and there was another one that after about 2 hours, everybody just gave up. So, it happens, especially when you do fall outside ones. The next one I have coming up is next month. So we'll have to see how things go stitching wise, and quilting wise. But other than that, we're good. And like I said, if you're new here, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And I sincerely hope that you stay. You stick around. I really do. If you like what you see, I hope you do. I'm a little scattered, but I have a little bit of everything. I do a little bit of everything. I do a little bit of full coverage, but when I do full coverage, just with paper and a highlighter until I figure out how to work the paper. So if anybody has some tips, please, please send them to me. You can get in touch with me at sewflysuniqueboutique@gmail.com. You can get in touch with me at sewflys.uniqueboutique on Instagram. And I also have a Facebook group, which is Sewfly's Unique Boutique Facebook group. I haven't been posting on there as much as I should. In fact, nearly nothing at all, really. But you know what? It is what it is. I post a lot on Instagram, and that ends up being posted onto Facebook. So, yeah. So if you like what you see, and you want to see more progress on things, please, 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 please. And if you're going to do the word game thing, I'm not going to do any penalty stitches. I'm just going to say either you do the 100 or you don't, per letter. So there's 100 stitches per letter of the word. That's it. I don't do things complicated. I don't do things, difficult in a way, because it's just not worth it. It's really just not worth it to, confuse people. So I try to keep it to the simplest. That's why I have wheels, and I just add numbers. I pick numbers that I want to add to whatever new start I have. I have a book that has all the whips that I've done, or all the whips that I can think of right now, on a notebook. And in that notebook, one page has 3 titles unless it's a full coverage. And every time I add a new project, I put that project, if it's already started, great. If it's not, then how many stitches I did to start it. And then I put the goal of stitches right next to it. So say I'm putting in poetry, poetry. Okay, so I'm putting in this one, poetry. And I put a URL on poetry, and 500. And then in a little notebook, I count the stitches. So say I do the moon. Oh, sorry. Say I do the moon. Okay. I'll count the number of stitches in that moon after it's all done. And those are the stitches I'll add on. And then say I start doing the stars and I get the stars done, and then I work on this branch here with the tombstones, and then I count what I do. And then I'm done for that point. And then say it's 500 stitches. Well, it added up to 500 stitches, so I take the 500 and I put it in the notebook. And then the next time I work on this, every time I work on this after that initial 500 stitches, it is 500 stitches. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There is no changing. And if I don't get the 500 stitches done, then before I pick it up again, and if I pick it up again and there's, say, I only did 300, I have to put 700 to make up for the 500 that I didn't do the second time around. So the third time around, I've added 200 stitches to it. It's just the way I do it. It's simple, it's easy, there's no confusion on my part, and I don't need any confusion on my part. So, like I said, if you want to get in touch with me, there's sewflysuniqueboutique at gmail.com, all lowercase, and it's SEWFLYS, uniqueboutique at gmail.com. And if you want to get in touch with me on Instagram, it is sewfly, SEWFELYS .uniqueboutique. And I'm also on Facebook. You can get into my group. All you have to do is answer a couple questions, and that's it. So, I know I'm not as popular as some others, but you know what? People find me. I post my newest videos on Stitching by the Shore with Laura, Crafts and Books, and a few other Facebook groups every week. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and I hope you keep on stitching on. Bye.